Hi, Chant. Hi, howdy, howdy, howdy. What's happening? What's happening? I promise I'll wake up as long as I keep talking. How are you? How's everyone doing? Can you, maybe you can believe this. It's been like quite a while since I last wore this shirt. There's a period where like I wore this shirt every day on stream. This was like my magical streamer shirt. If I put this on, I'd be funny. I haven't worn it in quite a while. So it's on tonight. So this is gonna be a good one. This one's gonna be a funny stream. The other ones weren't funny. This is the funny one. Hi everyone. How's it going? How are you? Today has been a bad day. I'll be real with you. It's not been great. Could be better. But I'm here. I made it through it. Tomorrow's another shit show to deal with. So let's hang out. Let's play a game for a couple hours. Let's yap. See where things take us. Hi, Kirby. Hi, Rain. Rain? The hell? It's not 9 p.m. The hell are you doing here? Not that you're not welcome. You're very welcome. Tyron basically got told about a big price change I will have to do during the biggest sales week of the year outside holidays. Smile. Price change is so involved that we're getting an extra 40 payroll hours to complete it. Oh, good. We're doing this one again? We're doing this one again, huh? Let's do that. We done our back to school week. Oh, good. So we all had a good day today, it sounds like. I feel bad calling out Rain like that. Sorry. That sucks. Still better than yours. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing, man. I'm just here. I already don't want to wake up tomorrow. I'm already like, I don't want to go back into work. I don't want to deal with shit. It was a bad day, man. It was not a good day. And I didn't even have the worst day of all the people working in that building. My supervisor's car got fucking obliterated. Obviously, I was not going to whip out my phone and take pictures. That'd be a little rude. But some older woman just fucking plowed into my supervisor's car. Totaled that thing. That shit looked, well, you know what? It looked like the truck from Lethal Company last night. That thing was pulverized. And, yeah, that sucks. That fucking sucks, man. I had to, this is something I think we talk about a lot on the stream is masking. Not, COVID, because we're not woke, but, having to be a normal human being, right? And it was one of these situations where I was like, what do I do? And so, like, I'm just going, like, if I wasn't masking, I would be like, Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck? But, you know, you can't really do that if you're trying to be polite and professional. So I'm just going like, wow. Damn. Wow. Oh my God. Wow. I don't know what else you're supposed to do. But yeah, today was rough. I would describe today as an evil day. The vibes from everyone was evil. Everything just felt like fucked up and evil, and like I'm gonna have a bad time existing. And I did. So that was cool. But now we'll play a little Death Stranding 2. And I have Cheez-Its, and they're regular Cheez-Its. And I don't usually fuck with regular Cheez-Its, but they were on sale. I will fuck for a deal. I will fuck for a deal. Is there any news to talk about? Not really. I didn't talk about this on stream yesterday, but I watched a really fucking great movie on Saturday. I watched The Night of the Hunter, which is an incredible movie. The best way I can explain it is like an Americana fairy tale from the mid-50s. And Robert Mitchum plays this guy who puts his faith in God and has God lead him to widows that he can kill and take their money. And yeah, he's got to like outwit some kids. It sounds like I'm describing like a 90s kids movie that you would then see like an Instagram reel that's like, this kids movie was darker than you remember. But no, it's a fucking piece of art. It was beautiful. It was incredible. Robert Mitchum's character, he has love and hate tattooed on his knuckles on his nipples. Now wait a second. I got a reboot idea. Hold on, I'm cooking on a remake here. MGM, hit me up, $1 million idea. Love around one nipple, hate around the other. Now we're cooking. But yeah, Night of the Hunter was beautiful. I really loved that. So I had a great weekend, and I think that's my problem. I think that's the issue. Cosmic Rule of Funny, the trade-off for having like legitimately like Friday was one of the best days I've had in recent memory. We played Peak for 9+ hours, and I had so much fun. I feel like I've made new friends. I just had a tremendous time. And then Saturday was more low-key. I got a lot of stuff done. I got to watch some good movies. And then Sunday we did Lethal Company, and I had a tremendous time with that. Like, I don't know, this weekend was like one of the best I've ever had. Ever. So joke's on me. Today's got to be one of the shittiest days I've had in recent memory. Today's got to be one of the worst. But what are you going to do? Will tomorrow be better? Will tomorrow be worse? I don't know. I sure hope better. I sure bet worse. But Enough about me. We should play some Death Stranding. The game that I was supposed to play Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think we're doing it today and tomorrow. And then Wednesday, I'm going to try and stream some Mr. Mess Around Wednesday night. Thursday then will probably be Death Stranding or Mr. Mess Around. Friday is Night of the Consumers. I think it's the 1.0 for Night of the Consumers comes out, which is an indie game I've known about for a long time. And I'm really excited about it. It's a really good stream game. So we'll do that, and then, I don't know, maybe something else after it. But be a good week for streams. I'm gonna try and do 5 days. We'll see what happens with Wednesday, but I'm aiming for it. And it's all subject to change. You know, if Rain DMs me and goes like, hey, do you want to do Peak on Thursday? Like, yeah. Like, you know, I'll rework the schedule. But I'm taking a break from planning social games right now because we did a lot of that this weekend, and I gotta play Death Stranding. I gotta play this fucking game before I still haven't been spoiled. I still have not been spoiled. Nobody's told me, you know, does Norman Reedus mail himself back to America? I don't know. Does Dollman, you know, do Sam and Dollman kiss? I don't know. They beat it around 50 hours, but I'm like 75. Oh, I'm not beating this shit in 50 hours. There's no fucking way. That's fine. Also, I'll say, just because now, you know, I've got the VOD channel cooking again. And it's going actually pretty well. I'm enjoying doing the VOD channel again. The Death Stranding VODs. No one is watching this shit. Nobody wants to watch this on YouTube. But I feel like on Twitch, it's like I get decent views on Twitch. Like it's a strange thing. The YouTube viewer, I'll tell you what they want to see. They want to see Rain trapped in a cave, suffocating. How am I making this worse? They want to see Rain suffocate to death. That's what the YouTube viewer wants to see. That VOD that I titled it "Watching My Best Friend Nutty Putty Cave Herself" is doing like shockingly good numbers for the VOD channel. It's like the best VOD, the fastest like watch numbers I've ever had for the VOD channel. So Rain, you want to hop on Peak? We're gonna do no, don't worry. We'll get you to the top of the mountain. We're definitely not gonna push you in a cave. We're definitely not gonna torture you. Let's get my man some breakfast. How many of these can I eat? Oh, see, now it's too loud. They want to see Rain as the cave guy. They want to see, YouTube viewers want to see Rain in Cold Fire die violently and painfully, repeatedly. And I am to please. I gotta get my YouTube viewer numbers up. So we're gonna do, you're gonna say saw shit. Hey, Rain, wanna play a game? Anyways. I love emotionally and mentally torturing my female friends. Let me say, as a white man, love it.
Sam? You know, I've been thinking about what happened to Lou. Fragile holds herself personally responsible for those tragic events. If Higgs was indeed behind the attack, then I can understand why she feels that way. Why she blames herself for setting everything in motion. But she's resolved not to let any of it show. To bottle it up and put on a brave face. She didn't used to smoke before, did she? I suspect it's a form of self-punishment she's adopted.
No, it's just because cigarettes are cool.
Gives rise to a cycle of violence.
That's all.
And Higgs wouldn't have it any
Not
other
self-punishment.
But
She's going, damn, Joe Camel.
Complete this journey
That's what's
together
that.
with Lou, to get you back on your feet. And if she believes she has to bury her emotions and play the part of a hard-nosed commander to do that, she will. That's what I think, anyway. I'm sure you can understand her position.
Remember being in DARE, in the DARE program, and they would talk to us about Joe Camel. They'd be like, listen, this is a ploy by cigarette companies to make kids, you, think that Joe Camel cigarettes are cool. Look at this. And they'd show us like magazine ads of like 2 Joe Camels, like Miami Vice, like on their, like leaning on their sports cars, smoking cigarettes. And they'd be like, isn't this sick? Isn't this fucked up? And I'd be like 11. I'd be like, no, that's cool. I want to smoke cigarettes, dude. Hey, show me more of that shit. That's cool. It was like a real war of the furries when it came to DARE. Because it was like, you know, you had the DARE lion. I think his name was Alex. Is that right? And then you had Joe Camel. But, you know, DARE, you know, you also had McGruff on your side. You also had Yogi Bear on your side. You guys know about that? You guys know the original mascot for the DARE program was Yogi Bear?
It was Higgs, wasn't it? I had no idea he commanded such terrible powers. To summon a giant mech single-handedly. I expect.
Why'd they stop using him?
Disruptions to the tar currents too.
Maybe he started using. That's all I'm saying.
You don't have to face him alone, Sam. You have me for backup.
Hey, boo-boo. I'm gonna smoke some crack. That's why he was always trying to get those picnic baskets. Oh, fuck, dude. Hey, boo, old boy. I just smoked some reefer. Yogi, drugs are bad. Hey, fuck you. Use toilet shower. It's piss and shits and showers time. Hey, boo-boo, I'd like you to meet my friend, Joe Camel. Yogi, he sells cigarettes to children. Hey, smoke up, little boy. Yogi, me and Boo Boo are really worried about you. We think you should stop smoking cigarettes and using heroin. And we brought someone that we hope they'll be able to talk some sense into you. I'm Captain Lou Albano, and I'm talking to you about drugs.
Looking clean as a whistle.
Hey, thanks, man. Hey, that's what's up. Hey, boo-boo, old boy, suck my dick. Hey, here comes that Ranger fuck. He's a goddamn pig. Hey there, you fucking narc. Don't you tell the ranger I'm doing heroin. This is just the inverse of, let me just say, fuck John K, creator of Ren and Stimpy. Hey, fuck that guy to hell and back. He did these shorts for Cartoon Network in the late 90s. He did one. He did a couple. Oh, hold on. Plot's happening.
If you refuse, there will be severe repercussions. But what makes you think you have a choice?
Do they issue a lawsuit on the baby? What was I saying? John K made some Yogi
Sam,
Bear shorts
Charlie,
for Cartoon Network in the late
another
90s.
request is ready for you.
They're not very
You'll
good.
find it listed as a main order on the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal.
Separate from what I think about the man, those shorts are not very good. But one of them is called Boo Boo Runs Wild, and it's just about Boo Boo becoming feral. And, yeah, he like... We're just doing the inverse of that bit, where it's Yogi... We're doing top tier humor here. We're doing Yogi Bear. We're doing beloved. What if beloved childhood character did drug? And what will I think of next? And what will I think of next? So clever. Anyways, those shorts do sit in my mind though, because John K plays Boo Boo, and it's the worst fucking voice I've ever heard. You know, Boo Boo is like, "Uh-oh, Yogi, here comes the ranger." John K plays Boo Boo in those shorts, and he goes, "Oh, hey there, Yogi. Oh, Yogi, what if the ranger catches you?" It's the worst fucking voice anyone has ever done. But, you know, it's John K, so is that really that surprising? I'm not kidding either. That was not me doing a bit.
So you
Oh,
know,
hi.
Sam, Fragile is currently
Hi, Charlie.
looking into Lou. Meanwhile, Tarman is conducting a separate investigation into the giant mech that attacked you earlier. For now, we would like you to focus on extending the network.
All right, boss.
That is a task only you can handle. As the network grows in size, we will have much more information at our disposal.
Yo, why
to
is
our
Charlie
efforts.
naked?
That said, you won't be able to proceed until the situation at
And
Westport
bald.
Knot has been resolved. It appears that they're in dire need of additional supplies, to the point that they don't even have enough to prepare cargo for your next destination. This next order is intended to alleviate the situation.
Listen, man, draw a pair of glasses on that guy.
F1
You'll get at
and
least
its
50
monorail
likes on the
station
Northern
toward
Lions
Warren
subreddit.
and link up West Fort Knot. After which, you'll deliver a large quantity of excavated materials from the mine to the settlement by rail. As this is a somewhat complicated order, I'll brief you on the details as you review the map. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you could make this main order your top priority.
All right, boss. It's like he had Blackmail on Cartoon Network, and he made them release those. Well, it was John K got fired from Nickelodeon. And it was spun. He was an excellent bullshitter because it was spun as like getting fired for caring about the art instead of caring about rushing out the cartoons. He got fired from being behind schedule and fighting with executives. So Cartoon Network was like, yeah, let's get this guy. This is the big guy. And everything he did for Cartoon Network was fucking garbage. It was not good. I think he did a Jetson short too. That's like, what if Elroy was a dick? Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Not that I hold any real reverence for Yogi Bear or the Jetsons, but like, come on, man. That shit sucks. And, you know, then he went to Fox Kids and did The Ripping Friends. Not a lot of people remember The Ripping Friends. Wonder why. Because it's shit. And then he did Adult Party Cartoon, which is shit. And then no one would hire the guy. Because he just makes shit.
All right, Sam. You'll need to work through several steps to complete this order. To begin with, collect the cache of materials waiting for you on the DHP Magellan. Take these to the mine north of F1. The location has been marked for you on your map. And when you arrive there, submit the materials using the terminal on site. This will allow you to restore the facility to working order. Next, access the terminal again to commence mining operations. If all goes well, a large quantity of materials should be extracted. You'll then need to deliver those materials to West Fort Knott. Consider making use of the monorail located at the mine to make life easier.
My
Upon
thought
your arrival at
on
F1, use the delivery
like the
terminal to
trajectory
submit
of
all the
John K
materials for
as a
processing
career, like
and
just
to
his
finally
career, not as a
complete the order.
person,
That's all
is
there to it. So begin plotting your route to the
I
mine
don't think
north of
any
F1.
one artist by themselves is at their best. I think any artist works best surrounded by other artists. The Beatles might have great solo albums, but none of their solo albums are the Beatles, right? You know? So, like, I really do believe that. I believe collaboration is the key to truly great art. And, like, yeah, man. I don't think Ren and Stimpy's great art. It's important art. I wouldn't say it's great art. But I think John K. filtered through and with people like Bob Camp and others is what made that show, you know, good. Yeah, I don't know. I think attributing one person as the rock star and then letting them go on and do their own thing, ego unchecked.
You can use a tri-cruiser to transport them. Alternatively, floating carriers can now be
I think it's
fabricated.
always gonna end bad.
These carriers are ideal
I think
for
we've
taking
seen
heavy
that
cargo across terrain ill-suited to
several
vehicles.
times over, you
If
know.
that sounds good to you, try fabricating one and loading
So-
the materials onto it. And when you're not using the carrier for cargo, you can hop aboard and kick the ground and use it as a makeshift skateboard.
Yes, please.
Just remember that floating carriers require chiral crystals to function, so keep a supply on hand.
We're having this discussion while playing a Kojima Productions game. But listen, I love Kojima. My man did not single-handedly make this game. My man did not design these characters. Don't get me wrong, Kojima is a Rockstar level entity, and I don't think we should treat you know, creativity like that. But you know, like Kojima has said that he's a terrible programmer. Kojima has said that he's bad. Kojima's just a good idea man. I think he's a good director. Okay, how do I make the drone? I need the drone. There we go, floating carrier. Let me get can I link up two of these? Yeah, okay. Let's do two. Okay. Okay. And oh, I could just double stack the carrier. Oh. Well, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, okay.
Floating carriers can be loaded with cargo once deployed in the field.
Yep. This one, we're just gonna... Just in case I need a backup. Do I still have my truck, or is my... I think my truck's gone, isn't it? Do I have to say goodbye to Truckee? Auto aid request. No, fuck that. Strain contract cat boost. I don't need that. Was there something I did need though? Blood warnings. Time fall generator. Okay. I got enough points for that. And I got 35 left over. So let's do that. Why not? All right, let's get to walking. I don't remember my gear. I don't remember what I have. Please bear with, Grandpa. Assault rifle, shotgun, a machine gun, the Trank handgun. I've got spare boots. I've got a good amount of grenades. Ooh, I am getting low on blood bags. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and I got my sexy battle skeleton. Hi, Fragile. Bye, Fragile. That's my friend, Fragile. She
Sam,
lives as a
there's
hologram.
another porter here.
What the?
Since you brought this site onto the chiral network, perhaps they thought they could make use of the additional data to make a safe run. Want to go and say hello?
Other porters? Oh my god. I'll take the resins. Thanks, man. Thank you.
Thank God.
That's crazy. You can give them stuff too. I love you. Love you. That's so That's so good. That's so cool. You never saw them in DS1? Maybe I did. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember seeing anyone else. Where am I going? All right, we're on our way. Okay, we just got to go straight up over the cube. I've been playing RimWorld off stream, trying to learn how to play it in case I want to play it on stream someday, which I don't know if that's gonna happen, but it's a little too like chill and slow of a game for the way I stream and how many things I want to stream. But I've been playing it off stream and it's been really fun. I've been learning the game. I've been playing with the like chill story person, story director, whatever they call them, storyteller, and it's been cool. This kid named L is a refugee, and he showed up at my encampment asking to live there, and I went like, yeah, sure, like extra set of hands, why not? And like within a week, a mad alpaca ripped both of his legs off. So now he just lays in bed all day. He's just depressed. He lived there for 1 week and lost both of his legs, and now he can't leave. So I'm working on learning prosthetics to get him his legs back, or legs in general.
Take care, Sam.
So it's fun. It's a good game. It's kind of like playing The Sims, but I have to be smarter. A giant octopus was weird. Hey. Wow, those are my porter friends. Are their middle names also Porter? I want to be a porter. I want to be a train conductor porter. Wouldn't that be cool? Ride around in your train, deliver mail to the local towns. Maybe that's only cool to me. Never mind. You know, that bridge is actually a good way. We'll take that. I came up with another dream game. So I had this idea for a game. My dream game is like Crazy Taxi meets Diner Dash or like Papa's Pizzeria, where you manage a pizza place, but then you can go and like deliver the pizza, and it's like crazy and fun to go drive around. But I have another dream game idea, which is a friend slop, as we're now I guess calling these kinds of games. But Star Trek. Everyone, you know, you can have heads of the different departments or the different like sectors. It's kind of like there was that Star Trek Bridge Crew game that was VR only. It's kind of like that, but more involved, and like letting multiple people like be engineering. Letting multiple people be sick bay, like being able to run around on the ship instead of just everyone like sitting on the bridge. Being able to call like bridge meetings, and like the heads of every department have to like come and discuss things in like the ready room. Natural disasters can inflict emergency support, repairing damaged structures. Okay. But yeah, so like, yeah, that Star Trek Bridge Crew game from like a decade ago, but way more in depth and way more like you're not just all sitting on the bridge yapping. It's way more in depth. Engineers have to fix the ship. Medbay has to heal people. The bridge crew has to like scan things. The captain has to give orders and like court-martial people who aren't following the orders. What the fuck is going on? It's fine. Okay, they don't care. Oh fuck, they're doubling back. They're doubling back. They're doubling back. They're getting my ass. Eels are crawling in my ass. Please stop. How do we get this made? I think I have to become a big enough streamer that I can just use clout and then get canceled. But because I don't know shit about how to make a game. I mean, I do, but I don't know how to code. I know how video games get made. I don't know how to make one myself. But that's a dream game idea for me. is just quote unquote friend slop Star Trek. I feel like would go so fucking hard. Honestly, and like maybe I don't know. Throw in some like Sea of Thieves elements to it where you can come across other players' ships. I don't know about that, but you can come across other players and hail them. That's an idea. Maybe not a good one, but I don't know if I want to hail a Romulan warbird. And be like, number one, put it on the screen. Number one, hail them. Hey, I'm gonna say the N-word. Oh, okay. Cut transmission.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Yeah, there could be like different, I don't know, there could be like rare chance of like rolls. Maybe. You know, like someone could be a Romulan spy. I mean, then it just turns into Among Us, but... It would be better as PvE. Yeah. It would be more fun if your friend is a fucker and messes up the whole ship. See, but then, like, you have to have... There has to be, like, some kind of counterplay to someone just griefing, right? So that's what the captain could court-martial, and people could get thrown in the brig, but then you could be freed from the brig. Basically just describing Space Station 13, I'm realizing. That's what I'm describing Space Station 13. Like a slightly less involved Space Station, a Space Station 13 for the normies. Thank you. Where am I supposed to be taking this? Here? No, this is the highway. I need the mine. Oh, okay, just over here. Okay. I thought it, whatever. Yeah, that's a dream game idea for me.
Good day, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected.
There's a lot of like multiplayer games that came out like a couple years ago that aren't great, that I feel like if retweaked to be a little bit like goofier and a little bit more focus on just like not making progress but just like having fun doing stupid shit would be better. Like that Star Trek Bridge Crew game, I feel like would kill now in a post Among Us world with some post Among Us tweaks. And there was that Ghostbusters game, like that would be fun. Being a Ghostbuster would be fun, but that game was not great. But if they made it great, could have been good. Barely matters if you win or lose. Yeah. Like throw in a I don't know.
Decontamination in progress.
With the Ghostbusters one, throw in like a repo style upgrade store and you're good. You know? The Star Trek one, you can do like Peak does it, where you get achievements and those will be different. You know, you can level up and you'll get different little pins on your collar and, you know, maybe some new aesthetics. Maybe you can get some new furniture for your quarters, you know? Make the reward a social thing and an RP thing and like, you know, that works. The captain goes to his ready room and chooses like an objective for you to do.
Well done, Sam.
Goes to the ready
Seen a
room and
working
talks to an
monorail
admiral.
before. Think of all the stuff it could carry.
And the admiral's
Right,
like,
why don't we
you have to
extract some
protect the
materials?
neutral zone. Okay. You know, and then yeah, PvE happens. And you're fucking slamming your communicator, being like, engineering! Please! Power to the photons! Please! Jesus Christ, please! While engineering's like down there, like, look, if I hit these buttons, boop, boop, beep, boop, boop. Look at what the warp coil, look, the warp coil does this shit. And then your whole ship explodes. What was I supposed to do? Sorry, I'm not paying attention. Mine for materials, okay. Use the monorail? How many special alloys was I supposed to get? Orders. Special alloys 4800. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay. You know, like you could
Very
accept
good.
an objective
Now
from the
all
admiral.
You have to do is load the extracted materials.
You have
down
to
the
figure out who's a
monorail
Romulan
plant.
spy on your ship.
Let's begin by accessing that delivery terminal.
It's like, oh fuck, and then yeah, someone on your ship gets given the role of like Romulan spy, and then it, you know, it turns into a little Among Us for a quest. You can do so much with it. You can do so much with it, and the quest is could be so tangential. Where the hell's engineering? They all went to the holodeck. Yeah, they're all gooning in the holodeck. What the fuck? I did not read what that game just told me. I am so sorry. What the fuck? Transport cargo and vehicle. Okay, I'm supposed to be doing this. Take the monorail back. Monorail? Oh, you could just hold the button. That's so nice. Damn. Damn, they gotta... I want to build the whole fucking monorail. I want to ride on the monorail. Yeah, cancel. Cancel for a minute, because I gotta pick this up. Wait, ride carrier. Hold. Hold. Fuck the cargo. Fuck you. I just wanna do that forever. Please. Okay, use the monorail. That's so cool, there's a monorail. Marge! Get on the monorail. Load a vehicle on the monorail? Oh, shit. Yo, we monorail trucking. Thank you. Guys, Simpsons reference. Simpsons reference. Alright, guys, Marge versus the monorail.
Network coverage.
This is just like The Simpsons. Marge! Homer. I can't remember how Bart, that's his name in that game though. That's the problem. Because, okay, Marge goes, Marge! And then Homer goes, Homer. And then Lisa, I like Lisa, she goes, Lisa. Doesn't she? I think so. I think she goes, Lisa. But I don't remember how Bart says his name. Homer. I just listened to it. He goes like, Bart. Thanks. Bart. Homer.
Cargo transport
Lisa.
by the monorail has been placed in your private locker. The cargo can be delivered via the terminal.
Lisa. Marge.
Marge!
There's only one change I would make to that game if I could. Wait, which game are we talking about? Are we talking about Death Stranding or are we talking about the Simpsons arcade game? Simpsons arcade. Okay. Put in everyone's favorite Simpson, Dr. Zayas. No, I probably would not do that. I would put in Troy McClure. That'd be fun.
Did you actually manage to restore the monorail? Awesome. With it back up and running, you'll be able to transport materials from the mines. Right. Sorry. Let's take a look at these materials you brought.
You guys know about the Orc City situation? I guess that's happened since I last played Death Stranding 2. We could talk about that. That shit was crazy to me. I woke up and my Twitter feed was filled with Orc City jokes. And I went, I don't get it. I don't know what the reference is. And then I found out what the reference was and I went, wow, that's a really poorly written thing. And then I found out that the guy who wrote the Orc City book is the guy the week before I was talking about, and maybe I talked about on stream. This guy's a fucking schmuck. This guy's a fucking dumbass because he was on Twitter going like, Kojima is so stupid. Kojima is overrated. He that face when you make a fat guy character who's supposed to be the root of terrorism and explosions, and just because he's fat, you name him Fat Man. Kojima hack fraud. Oh, Xenoblade Chronicles. Legitimately a tweet from I saw this guy. Xenoblade Chronicles does the story of Metal Gear Solid better than Metal Gear Solid. Hey, what happens in Xenoblade Chronicles? Because now I gotta know. All I know about Xenoblade Chronicles is the main character, like, fucks 3 anime girls and gets them pregnant or something. Does that happen in Metal Gear Solid? Because I don't think so. I don't think so. So, yeah, like a week before I saw that guy and I was like, this guy's a fucking maroon. I don't like this man. And then finding out a week later, yeah, it's the same guy. They found his book, because he made himself a main character on Twitter, and you never want to do that. And the opening of his book is like, Orc City has fallen. The Orc War has ended. It's like, yeah, guy who doesn't understand what Fat Man could be a reference. That Fat Man is more than just a reference to a guy's weight. Why a Japanese writer would name a character tied to death and destruction Fat Man. Writer who doesn't understand that. Really subtle, though, with the Orc War in Orc City. Very clever naming. What a maroon. Oh, did I just get a truck? Oh. Oh, I just got a truck. Ooh.
We've made some great strides in our research thanks to you. If it's all right.
Ooh, battery pack. That's nice.
Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing the amount of materials you can withdraw.
I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, something is, like, deeply, like, animalistically wrong with me. Like, I should go to a doctor. Levels are wrong with me. Where I look at this lady. And, I see a lunette from the Big Comfy Couch. Something is, like, deeply wrong with me as a human being. Allison Court, that's her name. Hold on. Fuck. Okay. Do you see it? Do you see it? Just so I'm not crazy. Okay. Just so I'm not a nutter. But it is Kate Siegel. Who is Kate Siegel? You keep saying this. Who's Kate Siegel? I don't know who this is. I don't know what this is. Brother, if she's not in a Marvel movie, I don't care. Quite frankly. If she's not in Thor, I ain't watching. Why did I just get so much servicemanship? Master Transporter. Jesus.
Oh, here's a little something extra as thanks. I got them just for you. Figured they'd suit your style. They sure weren't easy to come by. A real collector's item, I hear.
McDonald's Garfield collector's glasses from 1983? Whoa. Sunglasses released as part of the Gentle Monster 2024 collection. Okay. What are these sunglasses that Kojima personally wears?
At the risk of stating the obvious, it's going to take an awful lot of resources to restore the other roads and monorails to working order. But at least with this monorail operational, you can bring us large shipments of materials with relatively minimal effort. That's going to go a long way towards getting other sections up and running again.
I want to build the whole
We
monorail.
can fabricate pickup off-roaders now, by the way. I'm pretty fond of them myself.
I am too.
It's a large four-wheel drive vehicle, boasts significant cargo carrying capacity for the hard-working porter. The driver's seat is in an elevated position and exposed by design. This allows the driver to survey their surroundings more easily and engage enemies with small arms if necessary. You can customize it quite a bit too.
Arch.
Attach all kinds of different parts as you like. That said, a lot of parts are still in development, but you'll receive their data as soon as it's ready. The schematics for this vehicle have already been shared with everyone on the Chiral network, which means that we can look forward to other people drafting even more new parts.
Wow. Are there other monorail lines? Probably.
Sure. The monorail network was extensive and one stretched across a good chunk
Does
of
Australia
Australia's
actually have good monorails?
But repeated exposure to timefall has seen it degrade significantly.
I want to
And
ride
with
on
the
a
constant
train.
threat of BTs and armed groups, it's not been possible to repair the damage.
I'm gonna save up
If
enough
you happen to
PTO
come
time.
across
This
a
is
track
real.
layer,
This is a real
be
plan of
sure to
mine.
feed it any materials you can spare.
I'm
Even
gonna
a
save
small
up
contribution
enough
will make a
PTO
difference.
time
Anyway,
to take like a
just
week
something to
off
think
work
about.
and just ride a train for like a week if I can.
We're so grateful for the assistance, Sam. You've been a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day.
You managed to save the day, Sam. The people here now have more than enough supplies for
This is a real
families.
plan that I've
They
just
should be
made up
able to
right
get their
now, and I don't
cargoes on the
know
next
if it's
delivery
possible.
team.
I don't know the state of
But
the
first,
American
I have some
trail
information to share with you
train lines.
about Lou. Return
Oh,
to the
Lou
DHV
News.
Magellan so we can talk.
Uh-oh. More time.
Well done.
How far can I get from central Pennsylvania in like half a week? In like 3 days? I'm actually curious. I have to do train research. Yeah, I could do both of these. Do all the railroads still come to Atlanta? I don't know. Also, I don't know why when I read that, something about that, all the raindrops were lemon drops or gumdrops. I don't know why I read it like, do all the railroads still come to Atlanta? Again, something's deeply wrong with me. I am a sick individual. I need help. Okay. Do I have... No, not... I don't need equipment. Fuck that. I need a truck. Kirby the Almighty's custom pickup. Dude, he left it here for me. What if I just steal his car right now? What if I just steal Kirby's car right the fuck now? What are you gonna do about it, bitch? What are you gonna do about it? pussy. Feel free, smile. I don't like this guy. One. And two, I don't like the way that he's nice. Because then it makes me look bad. And that's the only thing that makes me look bad. I'm gonna steal your truck. Okay. And then I want to get 2 more blood bags. And a level 2 shotgun. Or do I want the lightweight shotgun? No, let's do a level 2. And okay, I think that's good. Okay. Don't know why I can't put it in the thing. So let's just do this, and then we'll just manage from there. It'll be fine. When do I get a new doll man outfit? That's what I want. When do I get to start making clothes? Are these Kojima's sunglasses for real? Why can't I wear them? Huh? You already have them on. Oh. Okay. Alright, ape ass. There's carrying maneuverability when Sam is riding it. So I got really excited about the idea of Sam riding. That's my bad. Okay, we need to... I want to reset the whole thing. Goodbye. I want aim assistance. I want faster order preparation. Where was the motion scanner? Shit. Motion scanner. Yeah, give me that shit. Okay. I want... What's this? Sharing boost. Oh. That's an interesting one. I should get that one as a skeleton wearer. I should do that one. We'll do instant cargo binding. For now. One of these days I'll get all of them. Okay. Yeah, and then we'll do this because we've got the points. Okay. Nice car. A-Pass, upgrade 269 points. Sam can bounce on it crazy style. Sam, you're bouncing on it crazy style. Offload. Offload. Ute pouch. Ute pouch. Shotgun on the tool rack. Okay, that's fine. I don't need 2 floating carriers or this resin. So. Let's do storage. Let's place a private locker. And store materials. Looks good to me. Works for me. All right, hop in the car. Tweet going around again, reminding people that Sam Porter Bridges is demisexual. Yeah, I saw that this morning. Can we be real with you? Oh, the boat's just right here. Well, we'll be right back. I did have to Google what demisexual was. I did forget. But it's interesting, like, I didn't know... Like, it makes sense for the character, and so I was like, oh, that's cool lore. Me when I learn about my friend's sexuality, that's cool lore. But, I did actually genuinely not know and think it was really cool about, like, most people in the world in Death Stranding would call themselves asexual. It's like, yeah, that does make sense, doesn't it? And I was like, damn, that clever Kojima. This is how he beats the horny allegations. My game is actually not horny because everyone in the world is asexual. Clever. Okay, this car is cool, but here's the problem. You don't put things in the trunk. You staple it to the side. And so it sucks. I'm really good at critiquing video games. This game sucks. I never said that. I might be a live action Scooby-Doo hater. Sorry. Sorry to the children in the audience. I only like my Scooby-Doo mature and refined. That's why I watched Scooby-Doo and the Boo Brothers. But I do think that gag from Scooby-Doo 2, I think Coolsville sucks. I think that is a good gag. I did laugh. Anyways, I had to Google what demisexual was. Did I already say that? I had a moment where I was like, I don't know what that means. To be fair, though, that tweet was the first thing I saw today. I woke up and I read that. I went, ugh. The sentence said Sam Porter Bridges and sexual. And I was like, oh, I gotta read it. They gotta make a car that goes straight vert. Give me a car that goes straight up 90-degree angles. And I don't mean in Death Stranding. I do mean IRL. But at this point, it would be nice to have a car that you could repair yourself. At this point, it would be nice to have a car that doesn't have a flat screen TV in the center console. You have to agree to a EULA terms of service every time you start your fucking car. I hate being alive in the modern era. I hate being alive in the modern era. Bring me back to 1982. I'll just play fucking what's the Atari game with the bear? Crystal Caves. Just be a Crystal Cave streamer. I'll use a Super 8 camera and just record myself playing Crystal Caves. I don't think I'm supposed to bring the car up here. I'm gonna do it anyways, though. Pause. Just insurance. Please don't mind me. Just insurance. If all the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops, oh, da, da, da. On my car, having sex with a rock. It's not even good sex. Me when I put the peanuts inside. Can I get through? You just gotta pivot. Why did I do this? There was like 100 better ways to do this. Were there 100 funnier ways to do this? Yes. Shit, which way do I want to go? I guess this way. Whose house is this? Musician, okay. Because I do see there's some musician mail up here. Isn't there? Oh, they're portering. No, you're okay, bud. I wasn't gonna run you over. Come to say hi. Can I rob them and steal the mail? Can I just be an asshole? Oh, I'll take container repair spray. Thanks, bud. You guys want? I'll just finish the job. I'm going to finish the job. I'm going to finish your job. Give me the mail. You will give me the mail. You're going to give me the mail. I want the mail. You will get. Oh, wait. If you kill them, you don't get the mail. You aim. Can you press triangle? Yeah. Give me your mail. Oh, yeah, it gets rid of the mail if you beat their asses. Okay. Not worth it. You can't beat evil Sam Porter Bridges. If all the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops. If you hit L2, R2, and circle, it activates live fire mode so you can really kill people. Oh. That's fucked up. I don't want to do that. What the fuck? Dude, you're killing people? What the fuck? You're sick, dude. That's fucked up, man. Yeah, but I think it's time to turn the video games off. I think it's time to call the wife.
Still pretty dark out. Thank you. Let me
Because
just
your
bring up the orders.
thoughts are getting dark and twisted.
Nothing seems to be out of place here. We're all good.
I never killed a man in Metal Gear Solid 5. I had over 1 million heroism when I beat that game. Okay, what does that take? 5 minutes? Oh, trophy. Does that take 35 seconds?
Late at night. The roads around here aren't safe after dark, so keep your eyes peeled. Until next time.
Yeah, I heard there's a guy driving around robbing porters with a shotgun in his van. My dad told me not to drive on the roads at night because of him. He's doing it in my van. Oh shit, you're right. I forgot this isn't even my van. This is yours. Whatever happens to this thing is your problem. I'm going to, where's it? Where's West Philadelphia? Over there. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God, the car's out of control. Oh my God. Look out. My name is Kirby the Almighty, and I can't control my car. Oh my God. Wait, am I going to the Western Observatory, or what's the name of where I'm going? Yeah, Western Environmental Observatory. Okay. Whoa, my name's Kirby the Almighty, and I'm drunk at the wheel. And I'm endangering children. There's a baby on board. Whoa!
Okay.
That song's stupid. I should play some Bee Gees. Hey, if you want people to stay in your shelter, you should play some Bee Gees, dumbass. Oh, wait, what's this place? Oh, the plague gate. No, I don't need to go to the plague gate. Oh, but I do have to recover cargo at the plague gate. Okay, well, let's go to the plague gate. I want like a really jaunty Casio keyboard sounding when the Saints come marching in. Can I throw it in the back? This thing about you always bring up churches when you talk about these soundtracks. What? There's literally one song in the last game and it only played during the end credits. Yeah, but it was like the song, wasn't it? Didn't they like played it at the Gay Awards? Game Awards, sorry. It was titled Death Stranding, yeah. Oh, wait, everyone woke back up? The fuck? They can't do that. They're not allowed to do that. What do you mean they woke back up? They got any mail? No, I don't think so. Brother, I would watch the Gay Awards. I would too! I don't know who Caroline Polachek is. I don't know what this shit means, man. I just get on my fucking trucking game. I just drive my truck around. I shake my baby. I drink a couple beers. I piss, I shits, I showers. I talk to my little action figure. I go to hell to bed. Can I get a hell yeah? Piss myself, I shits myself, I drink myself to death, I talk to my action figure, I shake my baby, I drive my truck, I deliver my mail, I eat my bugs, I wear my sunglasses, I skateboard, I build a bridge, build a monorail, build an umbrella, build a shotgun, shoot the shotgun, shoot innocents with the shotgun. I piss my pants, get drunk, I piss my pants. I miss my wife. Okay, where's this lost cargo? It's at the... That's fine. We'll just go this way and then we'll, you know, bring it back and put it on the truck. Kojima should have put in just a ton of trucker music. I would like this game significantly more, actually, if he did that. If I could drive the truck and fucking, what's a great trucker song? If you could drive the truck and you're coming up over the hill, oh, it's looking so good. And then you just hear, Bandit, you're reckless. Damn. He was reckless. That is true. If the drinking don't kill me, her memory will. With the blood from my body, I could starve my own still. You know, you do a little Conway, do a little George Jones. I'll just take these.
You've recovered everything then. Great. Let's get it delivered.
Is Convoy the best trucking song of all time? I don't think so, man. Convoy is a song about trucking, but it's also kind of like hokey. That it's like a cornball trucker song. Can I just skateboard? Is it a bad idea to skateboard right now?
Let's get a move on.
What could go wrong? Oh my god, this is so much speed. Okay. Okay. Alright, that's fine. I thought I was gonna be able to jump. Wait, do I have the ape-ass power? No, I don't have the enhanced. Oh, no. Yes, I do. How do I jump? Surely there's a way to jump. You gotta be able to ollie. Okay, so this is just how I'm gonna navigate the world from now on. I'm gonna skateboard and I'm gonna truck. Oh my fucking... Oh!
Are you injured, Sam?
You're alright, bud. You're alright, Lou. Daddy just took a fucking gnarly toss. Eat shit. good? Thank God these weren't fragile. That'd be fucked. Uh-oh, it's raining. Detach the carrier. How do I pick up the carrier? Pick it up. Get in the car. Get in the car, we're leaving. Roll up your windows. What you doing? I'm leaving. Yeah, I want, I feel like there's got to be more skateboard upgrades. And if there is, I want to be able to ollie. I want to be able to, vert nasty. I want to be able to hit a Superman. I was panicking because of your Ultra deck. Ultra deck? I never know how to pronounce it. Why? What was going on? Hear the blood from my body. I could start my own still. Let's deliver some mail. Mail time. It's the mail. It never fails and makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail. Mail time. That's the one time I'm doing that for you. I will never do that again. You're welcome. You get one. Out of the kindness of my heart. Out of the kindness of my soul. I want to get drafted. Something about this recently.
It's good to see you again.
I want to get drafted, and I want to open my draft letter on stream. It'll be content.
No issues with the contents, it seems. Thank you. I don't know where you found this. I'm sure glad you did.
You're welcome, Peter Graves from the Beatles.
Well, we've both got work that needs doing. Let's get at it, huh?
Order completed.
Who's your favorite member of the Beatles? And don't say Peter. And don't say Lonnie. And don't say Christopher. And don't say Ringo. And don't say Plumper. I don't say Wembley. Don't say Gobo. Don't say Moki. Say Red. Don't say Boober. You know what? Boober. I'm going Boober. I think Boober is my favorite. I think either Boober or Uncle Traveling Matt.
Looks like a way through.
Okay, now who's your least favorite member of the Beatles? What about Skidwell? Who's Skidwell? You're thinking of the Who. That's a member of the Who. And I gotta say, my least favorite Beatle is probably Cordoba. Morocco Mole? No. Wrong band. That's Fleetwood Mac. I bet Fleetwood Mac would have stayed together if Morocco Mole was in it. Morocco Mole, I think he really would have held the band together. But you know, if he did that, we never would have gotten Rumors. So, you know, I don't know. Morocco Mole is my favorite member of Fleetwood Mac. And the Great Grape Ape is my favorite member of Avenged Sevenfold. What's an Avenged Sevenfold song? Did they do that? What's that one? The Paralyzers or whatever it is? You know what I'm talking about? What's a song? What's an Avenged Sevenfold song? Bat Country. Paralyzer is Finger 11. God damn it. I only got 10. My favorite Beatles quote was the end of Helter Skelter. They finish it, and John goes, "I've got blisters on me penis." Okay. All right. Stir's going good. Stir's going good. My ears just popped when I did that. Mid doing that, my ears just popped. It was like my own body didn't want to hear the rest of that joke. Did you ever see Slipknot talking about Paul McCartney? No. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck. I didn't mean to do this. I was trying to get in the back of the truck. There are too many buttons in this game. Oh, maybe it was worth it. Hold on. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, hi, Dolman. At one point, I had a lot of Beetle videos, so I was going to put on the board. I decided against it. But the one, and I think I did use it a couple times, but I don't think I've got it. I think it was on the board. Is the one of There's a clip of Paul McCartney in the 80s being like, "We were gay, John and I." It's a good clip.
Good evening. I see that you're still out working late into the night. Bringing up the order info now. Found some of our missing stuff, did you? I thought this was gone for good.
Are Australian women real?
It feels as though we're always leaning on you for support. Please allow us to return the favor with this data. Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing the...
Now displaying your current porter grade.
We've increased the carrying capacity of your
I
floating
dated an
carriers.
Australian girl
Needless
once.
to say, this improvement wouldn't have
Yeah?
been possible without your contributions. Now, they still require a steady supply of chiral crystals to function, same as before, so don't forget to stock up beforehand.
There's a setup to a
Hope
joke
this
somewhere
helps with
there.
your future deliveries.
Hold on. I dated an Australian girl once. Just like a koala, she gave me chlamydia. Something down under? Yeah, that's the easy one, though. Trying to go on vacation with my wife. The one place she won't go is Australia. Wait. Trying to go on a vacation with my wife. I know we're not gonna go to Australia because the one place she won't go is down under. There, you happy? You happy what you made me do? Game of the year? I don't need these shitty ones anymore. I'm sure I'll find someone to offload them on. Get some lore. Why'd the screen go fuzzy? Why'd the screen go fuzzy? Why'd it do that? What was that about?
Hey, Sam. How's it going? I have updates for you, if you have time.
I take it you've learned more about Lou?
We followed up on the message Deadman left for you at the lab. About how there was another BB-28, not Lou, who, according to the records, was decommissioned 4 years ago. The first time you and Lou met was about 2 years ago now, when you were entrusted with a BB previously issued to Bridges Corp's disposal. And together, the two of you made it all the way across North America.
Deadman and everyone else at Bridges, they all called Lou BB-28.
Right. Because that was Lou's serial number. You see, we found the records for the BB storage facility. By cross-referencing the data, we confirmed that after BB-28 was decommissioned 4 years ago, Lou was assigned the same designation and placed into storage.
Why?
So what you're telling me is that instead of getting a new serial number, Lou inherited an old one?
As for Lou's mother, following the C-section, it seems she passed away. And that, pretty much, is the extent of our recent discoveries. Without a still mother to provide support, it makes sense that Lou was kept in reserve. But we still have no idea who approved the serial number reassignment, much less why they did it.
Higgs said there were things I didn't know. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
I think it could be.
I want to know everything about Lou.
You're playing his game, Sam. Chasing after the past is what Higgs wants you to do.
I need to know where Lou came from. I have to know.
If you're sure, Sam, I'll keep digging. In the meantime, you should get plenty of rest before your next mission.
Okay, I don't understand what happened in that cutscene. Chat, can you explain? Chat members begin furiously typing, salivating at the idea of explaining the story to me. Time passed while you were sleeping. Ain't that a bitch? Don't you just hate when that happens?
Sam, it's Charlie. A new order is now ready for you. I'd also like to brief you on your next destination. And I believe that Fragile wants to have a word as well. Visit the delivery terminal in West Fort Knott to take on the relevant main order.
Sam, it seems Tarman decided to leave a few books for you. Right there by your bed. Reading is a wonderful way to take your mind off things.
I can't
Trust
read. I can't read. Read. Bug breakfast. Bug breakfast. Can you drink all the tea at once? Can you shotgun 3 tea? Doesn't look like it. If you can, I don't know how. I don't know what it does. Alright, read book. Oh, hell yeah. Call me Ishmael.
That's Tarman's son. He must have placed a photograph in here for safekeeping. This is an important memento. Why don't we go and take it to him?
Sure. Starman lore.
I found this picture in your book. Is this your son? Thank you. Yes?
That's a fucking great
He's still out there
jacket.
somewhere.
Holy
All along on the
shit.
tracks. With this right hand of mine.
What the fuck? That's a
It's through
great
my
jacket.
connection with said missing piece that I can read the movements of the tar. Something akin to a phantom pain. You want to hear the story? Sure. I was both a medical doctor and a geophysics researcher once upon a time. In those days, the tar currents were a key focus of mine. This ship was originally built to facilitate my studies, in fact. The deep tar hunting vessel Magellan, we named it. A ship perfectly suited to pursuing the creatures that thrive in the tar's depths. Another avenue of research, you might say. We called them chiral mammals, for lack of a better name. Seemed like the closest fit. Reckoned if we caught one, we could figure out all the mysteries. The tar, the tides, hell, maybe even the stranding.
Whoa, she's a big one.
Dip yourself in, son.
Tar's looking calm. I'll be fine, Pop.
Dumbass.
You seeing this? I think she's pregnant. Hey, Pop. This is weird.
Storm! And just like that, the tar took my boy, and my hand along with him. At first, I thought this little guy was my son reborn.
If I may ask a question, the hunters that attacked you after you caught the chiral mammal, are you sure they came from within the creature's womb?
Yes. That said, I'm not of the opinion that the hunters were its offspring.
Its womb merely served as a gateway to the other side.
Indeed. The tar and the beach are connected.
I love him. Whoa. That ruled. Is him saying Phantom Pain legitimately a Metal Gear reference? Or is it just he likes using the term Phantom Pain? I went through trouble putting quotes around it? Well, yeah, because it's a saying. I don't know, guys. Read the book. What book? I can't read, first of all. Kind of fucked up.
I've known Tarman for quite a while now, but that was the first time I've heard him speak about his son in that fashion. It made me wish that I could do something, anything to ease his burden. But setting aside those feelings, suppose that cat of his is in fact his son reborn. Why does it treat me as though I'm a threat? Does it just hate me? Reincarnation or not, perhaps it's still a cat at heart. Was that tasty, Sam? There are organisms in this area that I don't believe I've ever laid eyes on before. My understanding is that they're called chiral creatures, and they come in all shapes and sizes. Apparently, they will drain your batteries if you come into contact with them. There may be other deleterious effects for all we know. And really, you shouldn't be bothering them anyway. There's nothing to be gained from it. It's not like they drop coins when defeated.
Oh! Mario!
Me? But I can't. I'm gonna have a baby.
Wait, I do have a different. Hold on. I thought that was the only Mario clip I've got. Hold on, I do have this one.
This guy fucking sucks at Mario.
I don't really have anything else to say right now.
Was that really a Mario reference, or does Kojima just like coins? I mean, was that a Mario reference? Because if I go out on the street, and and I beat the shit out of a guy, there's a more than 0% chance he's gonna drop some quarters. Or a penny or something. I want to always get you. Yeah, it's the way that the AI says it.
This guy fucking sucks at Mario.
It always makes me laugh. You know what else always makes me laugh? This one always gets me too.
I'm going to ask all three of you to hang on just a minute because we have rather an incredible breaking news story that we're following right now. And this is coming to us out of Colorado.
Okay. I forgot to shits and pissed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The man's got to hold it. And read the book. I already read the book. What do you mean?
Extraction was successful. It was transferred to a sterilized pod and sent to a separate facility. Ready to proceed with corpse disposal? 1.
What book are you talking about? I read the book. There was no other book. You didn't read it.
Moby Dick, or The Whale, seems to be one of Tarman's favorite novels. As the name suggests, it's a story about a white sperm whale named Moby Dick.
They really gotta.
Captain Ahab, one of the main
You know what?
characters,
Zoomers.
uses a
Never mind.
prosthetic leg made of whalebone to replace the one Moby Dick took
They do
long
need to
ago.
explain what Moby Dick
He's
is. The
obsessed
kids don't
with
know.
getting revenge against the whale, which he hates with a terrible passion, all while nursing the phantom pain of his lost leg. In the end, Ahab fails to exact vengeance.
Two Metal Gear references?
Is dragged into the sea. His crew's only survivor is Ishmael, the book's narrator. He was rescued after clinging desperately to a coffin-shaped life buoy. That's right, a coffin was his savior. Ironic, isn't it? How you use a thing makes all the difference.
All right, read another book.
On a dark night in May 1816, 3 men and 2 women found themselves confined to a villa on the shore of Lake Geneva. A catastrophic volcanic eruption had wrought havoc on the global climate, and a relentless rain hammered down outside. With little else to do, the occupants of the villa decided to compose ghost stories, and it was on this fateful night that a woman named Mary penned what would become Frankenstein. Mary, who was only 18 years of age, had already lived a tumultuous life. She was engaged in an affair with the poet Percy Bysshe Shelley at the time, whom she would
Dude,
later
shut
go
the
on to
fuck
marry.
up. I'm trying to read.
A dramatic retelling of these events was committed to film prior to the Death Stranding. Titled Mary Shelley, it stars Elle Fanning in the lead role. Now, where have I heard that name before?
I don't know. From other movies? I don't fucking know. He didn't even talk about what's... He didn't give you the Spark Notes. He didn't talk about what's in the book. He gave the backstory. I legitimately thought he was talking about Frankenstein when he said like, oh, they made a movie. Oh yeah, Frankenstein. Yeah, they made a couple of those, doll man. No, the Mary Shelley movie. Who the fuck watched that? What does the Mary Shelley movie have on Letterboxd? Hold on. .2. Yeah, no one watched this shit. Fuck you, doll man. I bet Kojima loved it. Check his tweets.
Oh boy, I really miss the taste of food. Ready to head? I sure am.
Yeah, I'm ready to head. Did he actually review it on Twitter? Hold on. I only got to see Mary Shelley at the end of 2018. The revelation with the life full of ups and downs, the monsters and creativity. There's a scene that's different from what actually happened, but was a good film. Had tears at the end, sympathized with having lonely creative life. Okay. Okay, now see what Kojima had to say about, what did he say about the Flintstones movie? What did he say about that? I bet he would write a whole essay. John Goodman plays Fred Flintstone, an everyday man, but like a caveman. I love when he just tweets saw the movie. Yeah, cause that's the key that he fucking hated it. Yeah, that's always fun. Alright, I gotta offload this carrier, this shitty carrier, so I can make a cool new one. Beep, 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 beep. I guess I'll find another place later to do it. What did Kojima think of 2011's Yogi Bear? Did he tweet about that? Did he say this movie would be better if I was smoking crack? I'm sure with the big beard did heroin. I'm sure with the big beard did heroin. I'm sure with the big beard did heroin. Oh, here we go. Tolls. Tolls? Tools. Peter O'Tolls. I messed up a word and you keep messing up a word. It's even. Well, I do it intentionally for content. I'm throwing the English language for content. How do I, is this not tolls? Oh, no. Okay, I need to unhook it from my ass. Here we go. Okay, now how do I give this to them? How do I say enjoy? Could I not do that? Is this not a tool or a field wear? If you can donate it, it'll be square. Yeah, I tried that. That did not work. So I don't think it's a tool or a field wear. We'll just put it in storage here. So we got a backup if we need one. Oh. Loading carrier. Recycle. That's fine. Fabrique. Loading carrier 2. Fabrique. Cool shit. It's listed under tools here, so it should be. I'm probably just missing something. But
okay.
This is so fucking cool. You could do this in the first one, but I don't know. It's just cool. It's just fun.
Sam, your next destination is the Northern Environmental Observatory. Like its western counterpart, this observatory is a critical facility that will help us to monitor the changes taking place in the Australian environment. To bring it online, you'll have to navigate the canyon to the northeast of your current position. But before that, you'll need to link up another site en route.
Okay, that's fine.
Sam, the next site we want you to link up is called Rainbow Valley. A friend of Drawbridge is waiting for you there. Once the network connection has been established, they'll be joining us on the DHV Magellan. I recruited them myself when we first met in the UCA. You can pick up the order from the delivery terminal. I'm looking forward to seeing you both. Thanks again, Sam.
8. Is this heavy? Oh shit, that looks heavy. I'll just put it in the truck. Easy. Just put it in the fucking truck. Nancy! Just put it in the fucking truck, Nancy! You really pissed me off. Just put it in the fucking truck. I'll get pissed the fuck off. I'll get pissed the hell off. Put it in the truck, Nancy. I'm getting pissed off. I'm getting PO, Nancy. Death truck. Death fucking. They don't make porn parodies anymore, do they? Do they make porn anymore? I got the truck stuck. How do porn companies stay alive in an OnlyFans world? Many such questions that I don't know why I'm asking chat. Check every day, no new uploads. Damn, porn really fell off, sad day. I go to pornto.com. I log in to pornto.com. I download all the new pornto, and there is none. Well, I saw a TikTok of a puppet of Donald Trump jerking off today. Sorry, this isn't my therapy. Never mind. It was, you guys remember Splitting Image in the 80s? They, guys, good news, Splitting Image is back. They are doing some, like, relatively funny stuff. And it was a Splitting Image sketch where it was Donald Trump, having phone sex with Vladimir Putin. But the thing I found interesting, legitimately, was the Trump puppet. I had seen like other skits from them before, where they do with Trump.
Somebody lend me a hand.
And you know, it's classic like orange skin, you know, troll doll yellow hair Trump. But this one, he was like more pale, and his hair was actually like more white. It was an updated Trump puppet that looked more accurate to how he looks now. And I thought that was really interesting. I thought it was interesting that like we're getting away from that, the orange and the yellow being the Trump look. I don't know, I don't really look at him too much, but I don't think he even really does the spray tan thing anymore, does he? Like, he's not really that orange anymore. I could be wrong. But I know his hair is going white. Because the man is like 92 years old. Also, I drove all the way out there to drive all the way back. For one package. Oh, guys, don't stand in the middle of the fucking road. You can't blame me for that one. He's definitely less orange. Okay. That's what I thought. I don't know. It was interesting. It was interesting, and when the Donald Trump puppet coming, they pulled his face out. And that made me laugh.
Thanks so much for stopping by. It's like a dream come true, this showing up on it.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Thank you for your...
Order completed. Well done.
I looked at the comments though, and it was interesting. It's still interesting to me how like just kind of out of touch everyone is. Where all the comments were like, just he's gonna be so mad when he sees this. Donald Trump's gonna be so mad when he sees this. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna see a TikTok with 3,000 likes. I don't think he's gonna see that. People get really on both sides of the political spectrum get really excited about like they're gonna be so mad when they see this. Oh, they're gonna be so mad when they hear about this. And yeah, it never works out like that, Mac. No one really gives a shit. it's one of many reasons why like satire is kind of worthless now. Because you can satirize whoever you want. Doesn't matter. They're not gonna see it. It doesn't matter. But that has more to do with the decentralization of like entertainment. How there's 100 distractions for your 100 distractions at this point, and you know, it's all just very optimistic and inspiring things I have to say about that. So driving my truck, I don't even care about the ghost. Driving my truck, I don't even care about all the ghosts. I got a truck, driving my truck, it goes fast, I'm driving my truck. It a ghost with my truck, can't even bury the body. Amazon doesn't believe me that I hit a ghost with my truck. Now I lost my job driving the truck. Now I gotta go make Puppet Donald Trump come. That's my new job because I hit a ghost with my truck. You ever wish you were a puppet that could come? Puppet That Can Come is like a really good like 2006 screamo band. What's with the spooky noises? Something spooky going on now. Anything can happen on Halloween. Your baby could turn into a ghost. That felt fucked up to say. I didn't. Chat member, don't worry. I didn't like saying that either. There may be a ghost in your harmonica. Or your ghost could turn into a baby. I wish I didn't have to fuck to get a baby. I don't know what happened to my voice there. If I could get a baby, if I could catch a ghost and turn it into a baby, then I would train the baby to like work. And then I wouldn't have to go to my job, and I could just play Death Stranding all day. That's how Jesus was made. They turned a ghost into a baby. How was Jesus made? I don't understand that. How did Jesus is borned? Like, did God one day, okay, for real though, did God one day be like, shit. Like, why did God decide to give us Jesus?
Hold on a minute. Are you Sam? And does this mean the drawbridge has finally come to the valley?
Why did my first reaction to seeing this image of this man was that it's John Bradshaw Layfield From WWE.
This cargo is in tip-top shape. You are a consummate professional.
Complete. What do you mean complete episode 3? What do you mean complete episode 3?
Where did you even find this?
What do you mean complete episode 3? Glenn Rain? Glenn Rain? Dude, Rain's real name revealed. Oh my god, we got her. Oh my god, we got her ass. Fully doxed. This is the real Rain in Cold Fire. This is what she looks like IRL. And her real name is Glenn Rain. We got her. We got her. Everyone mail her a potato.
The next step involves a Cupid, yeah? Okay then, let's do this.
Rain in Cold Fire. Face reveal and real voice reveal. And real name reveal. And love of big cowboy hats revealed. We got her ass. I don't want to show her this. I'm just going to start calling her Glenn. The thing that's great about Rain. The thing that's great about Rain is you could just start calling her Glenn. And she would just be like, okay. She would not mind. Cannon. Tar cannon. Deploy the cannon to fix it to the ground and replenish its tar supply. Does it auto fire? Is it like building a sentry? Or do you have to man the tar cannon? It's like a Halo turret. Okay, you have to man it. Okay. Could have just said you have to man it.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Oh.
The connection looks strong and steady to me. That cargo you brought along is going to make a world of difference, too.
Why does this guy look familiar?
Terraforming initiative. Hopefully no more towns will have to suffer the fate of the one down below us. Oh, we've shared our tar cannon data with everyone, by the way. I suspect you'll find it useful in your own work. Try it out. See if it suits your needs. You probably passed the town I mentioned on your way up here.
The vice president of global marketing for games at Sony. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I know.
But those were once buildings. Places where people used to live. As the desert kept creeping closer, the town was abandoned overnight. They'd been forced to evacuate. The few who were left behind became BTs. Still, at least the exodus went to plan. There are no void-outs at any rate. This region was once filled with lush vegetation, over which birds soared and serenaded, until all that beautiful life fell prey to sudden desertification. We swore to do everything in our power to bring back what was lost. Around the time we got started, the APAC people showed up. With their help, we've been able to achieve a modest measure of success. But moving forward, we have to find a way to nurture and protect what little we have on our own. Tar cannons are invaluable pieces of equipment that we use to combat forest fires. Now, while fires are a common occurrence in this region, water is a precious resource. So these cannons were developed as extinguishers that utilize the tar contained within the earth itself. They leverage the tar's viscosity, making them one of the most effective methods of combating fire we have. When deployed on the ground, they can both extract and discharge tar simultaneously.
Okay, I know I should be listening to this guy. But there's the nicest little rain sound coming in my left ear right now, and it's making me so sleepy. I fall asleep listening to like 8-hour-long like rain and thunderstorms.
Thanks for everything, Sam. You and Drawbridge have helped ensure that these lands will one day
Flat,
be
I go to sleep so fast, man.
however long it takes.
I'm out.
In particular, that comrade of yours has performed absolute miracles for us. If you're looking to link up with them, you'll find them in the ravine on the other side of the river, directly opposite this shelter. Come back and visit anytime.
Right. Time to meet up with our comrade. Let's see. They should be around here somewhere.
I also sleep to rain streams sometimes. Wait, what are we talking? Are we talking about rain and cold fire streams? Why is rain's like the topic of conversation on this stream? That was the joke? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not very funny because I unironically do that. I've told her that. There have been like Sundays where I'm like just tired enough that like I can't really get anything done. I don't want to do anything, but like it's like, you know, 3 in the afternoon, and so I will put on a rain stream and I'll just take a little nap in my recliner, because her streams aren't like my streams, and that's a good thing. Her streams are like nice and like cozy sometimes, a lot of the time. My streams like scream cum and poo poo pee pee, you know, like you're a fucking modern marvel if you can fall asleep to my stream. Okay, where am I supposed to go now? Oh, I just rendezvous. Rendezvous, français. Parlez mon ami. I've been known to. Yeah, but you do it when it's like midnight and you've just got off work from like a 9-hour shift. Like, you're not putting on my stream for like nice EP content. Where am I going? Parlez-vous, fondue, yabadoo. Parlez-vous, français. I feel like I should go on foot. I feel like it'd be more majestic that way. So, Kirby, what happens if I leave your car out here and it, like, deteriorates? What happens in your game? Do you have to, like, go get your car back now? Because your dumbass friend? I'm sure because it's my old truck. I think in my game it's in the garage. Okay. Parlez-vous, mon ami. Parlez-vous. Bugs. Oh my god. I'm gonna eat some bugs real quick. Yeah, me and the bug boys, we be out delivering mail, eating our bugs. Yes, sir. Yeah, we down here in Australia eating bugs. You know how it is. I wish it didn't give me that you completed chapter 3 thing until after this cutscene. Goodbye, VOD. Again. The VOD's muted again.
Raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun.
Who's this? Sorry. Sorry, I don't usually act that scared seeing a new woman approach. Sorry.
Raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know.
Is she?
The blues they send to meet me.
Oh, I love her.
It won't be long till happiness themselves.
She got like reverse tar powers. Who are you? Where did you come from? Where have you been?
You think I spooked her? I really couldn't say. I certainly haven't ever seen her dance like that before.
It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me.
Go on, Sam. Follow her into that facility.
Okay. I love her. It looks like she has like bubble liquid instead of like tar. She's got bubbles, and I love that. Cause it's soap. Cause you use the Dawn dish soap to clean off the little duckies. Oh my god. She's Yukio in the Deadpool movies. Okay. That means nothing to me, but okay. You joked earlier that if they aren't in the MCU, you don't know them. Well, you know, is Deadpool really part of the MCU? You know, like, yes and no. You know, with the new phase, he is part of the multiverse kind of angle that they're bringing in, and that's where Deadpool and Wolverine kind of picks up, and then the... You're yucking my yum right now. I can feel you yucking my yum. A beer. She has pergerts. I'm pregnant. Wouldn't that be cool if she started talking? She's voiced by Danny Wells.
Thanks for coming, Sam. I'm sorry about just now. I didn't know who you were at first.
You're the picture of health, Rainey.
You too, little man.
Her name's Rainy? How many people in this game are named Rain?
Rainy, it's been too long.
Fragile.
Can't wait to see you again.
What are we waiting for, Sam? Let's head to the DHV Magellan.
I like her. She's my favorite character. Is now the time when I speak about the tonal shift and thematic shift of this game compared to the first game? We'll do that after this cutscene.
Fragile. Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet the old-fashioned way. Carograms are great, but nothing beats a hug.
Well, I'm sure you already know. This is Rainy. She's a good friend of the cause.
It really is a pleasure to meet you, Sam.
Nice to meet you too.
Glad to see you in good health.
And it's so good to see you all again.
Who's the father? Dollman. Dollman's the father. No, he would have said something. Much to ponder. Much to pontificate.
Sam, Charlie here. You may now undertake your next assignment. You can find the relevant main order by accessing the delivery terminal in Rainbow Valley.
Rainbow Valley is my favorite iOS Stardew ripoff. Okay. I want to say this. I want to say this now while we're still like early in the game. It's very apparent to me like the thematic and tonal differences between Death Stranding 1 and 2 thus far, in that Death Stranding 1 is like a very isolated, very like serious game. I know that's like stupid, maybe like it's gonna sound stupid with the game with Die Hard Man as a character, but it's a very like, there's not a lot of levity when it comes to the story. When it comes to the writing of that game, there's not a lot of levity. The levity comes from in what little pieces of it you get in like you know, little Easter eggs and stuff like that. It's not the main story's writing that gives you levity. And it's honestly why I didn't super click. Like, I like Death Stranding 1 a fucking lot. But I also feel like Death Stranding 1, like, narratively didn't leave a ton of, like, a big impact on me because I didn't connect with it. Now, at the time, you know, it was pre-COVID. Like, if I think about its themes and what it was trying to say post-COVID, I think my appraisal of it is probably pretty different. But, like, at the time, it didn't really affect me. I didn't like Sam very much. I actually really didn't like Sam. Didn't care about Fragile. Didn't give a shit about Hicks. Like, I liked Hartman. That's it. I like Mama and Lockney, but I didn't really connect with the aesthetic was fine, but it had the story doesn't matter to me if the characters if I don't like the characters. A good plot is second to good characters to me, and I felt like Death Stranding had a good plot, but like characters that I didn't like very much because they were much like the kind of like visual aesthetic of the game gray. Like they are melancholy and serious in a way that I didn't love. I liked playing the game. I didn't super love the story and the characters. Death Stranding 2 is not Death Stranding 1. It is it keeps bringing cute, fun characters in. It feels a lot more like other Kojima work, where a lot of like memorable, unique characters are appearing, and they're fun and they're goofy, but not in your face goofy. The story still feels serious, the stakes are still high, but it feels like you're allowed to like laugh with the characters and smile and enjoy that. Like, it is such a 180, and it makes sense for it to be a 180. That first game being so isolated makes sense. This game feeling so much more connected with other people makes sense. And I really fucking like that. Like, it makes me appreciate Death Stranded's isolation even more, because it isn't like it's a deliberate choice as opposed to like the failings of bad writing, and that rules. But I will say I'm liking Death Stranding 2's story a lot more, and the characters a lot more, and the stakes. I said this before, but the stakes are personal now. Whereas in Death Stranding 1, like, they tell you they're personal, but they don't feel personal. Yeah, Death Stranding 1 would have never introduced a character like Rainey. Death Stranding 1 would probably not have introduced a character like Dollman. I feel like some of that is why a lot of this game is we got to get the gang on the same ship instead of having everyone all over the place. I could see that. Yeah. I just, I really like it. It just feels, yeah, it feels like you're putting the party together. Which is, you know, maybe a more stereotypical video game story. I think that's probably one of the oldest video game stories. Is you got to get all the party members together to save the world. But just because it's old don't mean it's not gold, you know?
As usual, Drawbridge can't help but run its people ragged. I was glad to see Rainey in such high spirits. She's grown so bright and energetic, almost unrecognizable from our first meeting. A pity that her child shows no similar signs of development.
Oh.
Rainey used to be much more quiet and withdrawn. She seemed averse to spending time with people. Dolls, too. It was singing and dancing that got her to open up. I'm something of a performer myself, though I've never showed anyone.
That's not true. I saw some.
The Rainbow Valley greenhouses are the product of our researchers' hard work. And thanks to you and me, those invaluable structures will endure for a good while yet. I don't really...
I like that he's taking credit. He deserves credit. Did we sleep? Yeah, we had to have. Alright, I'll play a little more. A crumb more. But only a crumb. Can I talk about this while he drinks? This is completely unrelated, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying about the themes of this game and the tone, because it is very night and day. But I did want to say this while I'm just thinking about it. The VOD channel, the FLG VOD channel, please subscribe if you haven't. The VOD thumbnail for the Lethal Company stream from yesterday, I don't know what the fuck to do. Can I be honest? Because that stream to me is just 800 car explosions. So I didn't know what to do and how to capture that. And so the thumbnail I'm like happy with. There is an explosion in the background. But it's also like I feel like it's only a crumb of what actually happens in that stream. So if you see it tomorrow and you go like, what the hell? Where are all the explosions? Why didn't he reference this bit? Sorry.
That sure looked good, Sam.
Yeah, it was tasty, man. I want a little doll man to sit on my shelf, and every time I eat, what's the worst fast food? Burger King. I want him to say that. I want him, that sure looks tasty. The long stream, so I get it. I mean, yeah, the 9-hour peak VOD. The thumbnail for that is just like, the same with the title, it's just about the gimmick of that one, of like, look, we got so many people. This one, it was like, well, I can't do 2 in a row of like, look, we've got a ton of people. So I think the VOD is titled like, overstaffed underachievers. And then the thumbnail is whenever the truck exploded, whenever Pelly was doing a drive-through bit, at the company store, and then he died, and then I think Lucas and Kirby got in the truck and it blew up. It's the wreckage of that, and then it's when Kirby and I were humping each other is like in the foreground, and then I put Herobrine in there. Because I'm like, that'll get a click. Some 11-year-old's gonna click on that, go, Herobrine? I never saw Herobrine. I saw him once. Yeah, he pulls your Minecraft skin, which is so scary. It feels like such an invasion of privacy. Herobrine? What the hell? They got Herobrine in the game? Okay, turn around because I saw something this way. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm very thankful for this weekend. I was talking to Rain about that. Very thankful for this weekend. Even if I get sick of the like kick the streamer while he's down bits.
My souls are worth it.
Not that. I don't mind that bit. It's whenever I go like, hey, okay, we did this 16 times. Please, I'm trying to move on. That's when I get annoyed. So even with all that, I still walked away from this weekend being like, damn, I got friends, and that's pretty fucking cool. And my friends don't suck. I've got cool friends who I like. And that's pretty fucking nice. That's a good feeling. That's the kind of feeling that sustains you. And even if they all secretly hate me, and they just keep me around because I'm the one hosting the game, you know, at least I can pretend. I get 1,000,000 hugs from 10 million lightning bugs. Teach me how to dance. And I feel the open air leave teardrops everywhere. You'd think I would, but I would just stand and stare.
Is one where the chiral density is extremely high, meaning you'll need to get it back to the animal shelter ASAP to ensure its safety. This is a ticking clock situation, Sam. I'll brief you on the details while you review your map. Accept the main order from this delivery terminal when you're ready to get underway.
Deliver the test subject kangaroo. Oh, fuck yeah, we're in Australia, baby.
Hey, Sam. Charlie here. Since this is your first order involving the capture and preservation of animals, allow me to provide additional information.
Fuck, is this Ape Escape? What are we doing?
The kangaroo you're looking for is somewhere in this area. Once you've arrived, use your Odra deck to begin searching for the creature. You can transport the kangaroo in your standard issue animal carrier. No need to fabricate anything unique. Get close enough to the kangaroo and deploy the carrier to capture it.
Can I shoot it with a trank dart?
It will be a bulky piece of cargo, but you should be able to carry it on your back like any other container. However, you will need to traverse some heavily wooded mountains as well as rivers and uneven terrain. Bear this in mind when considering what equipment to take.
Okay, so don't take the car.
Right. Time to proceed with route planning and final preparations.
So what you're telling me is leave the van at home. Probably leave the motorcycle too. I could maybe do the motorcycle. I feel like it's worth a shot. We can just abandon it. What was it? Why did it give me an exclamation mark? What was it like? Oh, because tar cannon. I don't need that. All right, let me go build the bike.
Thank you.
Oh shit! Never mind, we don't have time. But how do I get? Oh my god! They drone struck the kangaroo!
I'm tracking a fresh bushfire near the injured kangaroo's location. Clock's ticking. Secure the poor little bugger ASAP and bring the shelter onto the chiral network. Once the DHV Magellan can join you on site, we'll see what we can do about that fire.
This sounds like it's gonna be fucking dope. Grab a kangaroo while there's a bushfire going on. That sounds like it's gonna at least like visually look insane. Oh shit. Alright, where's the kangaroo at? 200 meters this way. Do I need to like sneak up? Oh my god. Do I need to like sneak up on the kangaroo? Just run. The fuck? It's dolphins? What the fuck? They're shooting dolphins at me? What? Jesus!
Look out, Sam! Fire! We need to get away from here as quickly as possible.
Okay. Oh, that's what the fucking tar gun's for. Okay, get him in the container. Okay. This is gonna be really heavy. Okay, alright, hold on. Get the... We're actually gonna use this. Holy shit. Okay, put this on it. Put the fucking thing on the fucking thing.
All right, time to make our getaway.
Okay. Alright. Where are we going? That way? There's too much fire. Oh fuck, the turret's surrounded by fire. We gotta cut through. Okay. Alright.
This was marked as a dangerous location on your map, Sam. We could get trapped here by the bushfire. Keep moving to ensure that doesn't happen.
Brother, I'm moving. Oh, fuck. This road. Holy shit. I'm so fucking scared right now, man. Where do we go? Okay, that way. How do I get over there, though? Damn, if I knew there was gonna be fire, I actually would have made one of those turrets. Grab this, grab this. Grab it, Sam, grab it. Sam, get away from the fire, Samuel! Can I easily put this on the thing? Yep, put on release, put on carrier. Cool. Where are we going? We need to get that way. How the fuck do I route this? We gotta go this way. This is so fucking cool.
Still not sure how we survived that. Anyway, we have a Cupid to connect, right?
What is going on? Why are dolphins falling from the sky as goddamn meteorites? The hell is going on there? Alright, I brought you your kangaroo. That ruled. I'm sure that would be scarier if I also didn't have level 3 battle skeleton to just speed run it. But it ruled. That made it intense.
You must be Sam.
Of the Three Stooges.
We've heard all about you from your friends at Drawbridge. Go ahead and connect us to the chiral network.
Alright, who are these guys? Hollow grenade. Didn't I literally say what this game needs is the alarm clock from Sly 2? It's nice of them to put in the alarm clock from Sly 2, just for me.
Thank you, Sam. Don't worry about the fire. Rainey will put it out for us.
Tell me though, who is she exactly?
It's been about 6 months now, since I first heard about the girl who brought the rain.
Whenever I stepped outside, the time fall came. There was nothing that I could do to make it stop. And they hated me for it. Including my parents, who told me to leave. I was the witch who brought the time fall. A monster to be locked up in a cage. A few even tried to burn me alive. The most dedicated witch hunters.
Okay, so I'm wrong about the water thing.
On my own.
I thought it was soap bubbles. It kind of looked like soap bubbles. I'm wrong.
I was alone for so long. In desperation, I enrolled in a special UCA program, hoping to find purpose as a mother.
Hi there. You're safe.
But even after I got pregnant, I still couldn't find anyone willing to take me in.
I'm sorry.
No! We need to leave right now.
Please.
God, get out of here!
No one wanted anything to do with me. All they saw was a witch, to be hated and feared. Until that day. Who's asking?
Someone who's been looking for you. For you and your power.
Yeah. My parents
You
named
want my
Rainy at
power?
birth. Yep. Okay. All right. I'm locked back in.
Why?
You're a pharmacon. Medicine that can harm, poison that can heal. It's all in how you use it. Want to come work for me? I believe you can save the world.
You do?
There are things only you can accomplish.
Only me. Really?
Really. My name's Fragile. And I'm happy we could finally meet.
Why the hand graphic look so good? What's he cooking over there? What's Kojima Productions cooking with their hand graphics?
For both of you. I'll be your umbrella. And together we'll show the world the hope in your reign. Come on. Who wouldn't want the baby to catch a cold? Come on.
Thank you. That was quite the display. Drawbridge is even more amazing than we'd heard. Thanks to everything you've done for us, the animals are unharmed and the facilities are holding up just fine. It's a wonderful relief. Anyway, I'll check your orders now.
You know what I like about this game? Let me tell you something I like.
To be in fine spirits. You
It goes, hey, here's the new character, here's their backstory. Goodbye. It's not 45 hours of what happened with this guy? What happened here? I mean, I guess for some characters it is that, but I like that we got the Rainy thing out of the gate.
I still struggle to believe you've done so much for us. How do you do it?
A wrong really fast.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Reduces vehicle's battery consumption. That's pretty good.
The kangaroo you rescued seems to be alright, thank goodness. Oh, she's so very special to us, and we're relieved to have her back in one piece. Once she's had a bit more time to recuperate, we'll move her to the reserve next door where you can visit anytime you like. By the way, we've uploaded our decoy hologrenade data to the network. You can trigger it remotely once thrown, creating a distraction that'll lure enemies away.
Yeah, I'm excited
It might just
about
save
that.
your life if you run afoul of any troublemakers. Well, we
Give me the
first
kangaroo
found
lore.
her in an area with high concentrations of chiralium. How wild animals are affected by prolonged exposure is something we still don't understand completely. But it's thought this may be a key factor in how chiral creatures come into existence. So, you can see why our wee girl would be an invaluable research subject.
See ya.
Cheers, Sam. You really helped us out. At this rate, we're poised to lose so many native species that predate the Death Stranding. And once they're gone, there's no getting them back. Between the bushfires caused by chiral cinders and animals behaving strangely and getting hurt, it's been pretty bad. But I've heard that these environmental anomalies might be resolved once and for all when Australia is fully linked up. So I've got high expectations for you and your friends. Speaking of which, how would you feel about assisting us with our preservation efforts?
No.
It'd be a simple matter of capturing any wild animals you see out on their own and bringing them to us. Even a few would make a real difference. Give it some
I'm gonna
thought.
go get me some wombats.
Well done, Sam. Return to the DHV Magellan and report to the bridge. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about Rainey and her talents.
All right. And we're gonna do that
Well done.
next time. And by next time, I mean probably tomorrow.
We appreciate it.
Because I gotta go get dinner. But we're gonna end. Let's end with a big finale. That kangaroo just fucking growled at me. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! I'm getting bullied by a kangaroo. Wait, I get to see other animals, like animals that other people have caught. Dude, that's my kangaroo. That's mine. I'm gonna name him Pickles. All right, and now a skateboarding tribute for Pickles the kangaroo. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Help, I'm scared of water. Well, I guess I'll just stay here and die. Yeah, that's the end of the stream. I will probably be back tomorrow. I am planning on being back tomorrow. We'll see what happens. And we'll play more. We'll learn more about Rainey. I'll be late because I closed. Just quit. Just quit. Dum-dum. Dum-dum idiot boy. Sorry. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Let's raid Pelly. He's playing Death Stranding 1. Go spoil the Death Stranding 2 for him. Go spoil the game for him, please. Go tell him lies and fibs and make him feel like a dumbass for not playing the game earlier. Good night. Wait, what did Kirby say? Okay, I'll say. BB is really churches. I don't think he'll know what that means. Tell him BB is actually, me. I'm in the game. They scanned me in. Digitized me. Bye-bye.